So my name is Hayley Pierce. I interned at the Thomas County Attorney's Office. This is my second year interning at the Thomas County Attorney's Office. I'm from Sharon Springs, Kansas, so I travel every day. It's not that bad. So these are just some skills that I worked on and sharpened while I interned again at the Thomas County Attorney's Office. At the office, we have to have open communication not only between us in the office, but also with the courts and the law enforcement officers and DCF people. Critical thinking, integrity, responsibility, adaptability, interpersonal relationships all help the office work smoother. Collaboration, initiative, organization, planning, and prioritizing, and commercial awareness help to kind of make everything run a lot smoother. It helps a lot. It's hard in the office sometimes to get what we need because with COVID and everything, it kind of slowed the courts down. So we tried our best to get everything working smoothly again, and it's gotten up back to that point. So these are just some things that we work on at the Thomas County Attorney's Office. So obviously we have our traffic cases and our criminal cases, which are pretty self-explanatory. But we also do child in need of care cases, which is situations in which a child is not being cared for properly, whether they are being allegedly abused or maybe they aren't going to school very often. Juvenile cases, just people below the age of 18. Care and treatment, which you don't hear about a lot, which is typically when a defendant has mental health problems and cannot be represented well at that moment. We do county business. So we had a float in the parade this year. It's election year, so that was kind of a busy part of it. We worked with law enforcement officers and the courts, and also, like I said, DCF. So like I said, it was election year, so Rachel is re-running for county attorney. So we were busy with helping her with that. So she had her lamb signs and her lamb cups and her lamb t-shirts that people could come to the office and get. She had lamb donuts made, and we gave those out for free in front of the office one morning. So that was really fun that people could come and grab some of those. That was our parade float. The theme was Heroes of the Heartland here in Thomas County. So we had little lambs wearing capes as they kind of flied through the wind as we drove. We threw candy, and that was really fun. So these are just some new things I learned. This year, in my second year, I focused more on the criminal side of it. And so I helped monitor the defendants' diversion agreements, making sure they were paying on time and that they were doing everything they needed to do to get off diversion when the time ended. I learned more about the courts and the judicial system and the language that lawyers and judges use, not only in the courtroom, but in the paperwork and everything with that. I advanced my skills in completing different types of legal documents, so like the diversions and different like plea agreements and things like that. So my experience interning through Next-Gen in the Thomas County Attorney's Office was great last year, and it was amazing again this year. I had a lot of fun. It's always really great. We have a great time in the office. I enjoyed every minute learning new things and expanding skills I have previously learned. It was definitely different this year with COVID, as we couldn't have in-person court hearings, but I learned so much, and I was involved nonetheless throughout every process. I'm really grateful for the Next-Gen internship program and the Thomas County Attorney's Office for allowing me to gain this valuable experience and the skills that I will use in the future.